Starting off another live stream covering Kadena. Let's freaking get this. And again, I am recording this, so if you want to watch it later, it will be its standalone video. And Kadena has been behaving exactly as I've been anticipating. So let's see if it's still in my black triangle. It is. Still in there. And my purple line hasn't been hit yet. This is when I think it's got to move out. So, zooming out, this is what you're working with. And I drew this black triangle before it happened. For new viewers, you know, you can go, I would go on my channel, search within my channel KDA. You don't even have to type Kadena, you just KDA. I would go 2 videos back. It's either 2 videos back or 3 videos back where I drew that black triangle and explained why price should probably go there and stay there for an extended period of time and roughly fill out the triangle. So no one else on all of YouTube will have these origin lines. Nobody, right? So that's how I was able to anticipate this. I'm the only person who uses origin lines because I pretty much made them up, but they work. It sounds stupid when I say it. I made them up, but that they're pretty magical, and you won't see them anywhere else. All right, I think the TA from this is really obvious. So from a timing perspective, you have a monthly closure. So if you're a KDA fan trying to get a grip on price, just realize that a break up or a break down likely might involve the timing on this axis instead of up and down. It might be somewhere close to the monthly closure, all right, of Bitcoin. So the way Bitcoin and SPX close on October 31st, November 1st, which is what this line is, that's likely, you know, sometime around this is when you're going to get continuation one way or the other. So make sure you have marked off November 1st or October 31st on your chart with a vertical line. And if you don't like vertical lines on your chart, then what you could do is just go up to the gear and play with the color and turn down the opacity so it's really light like this. See that? But I recommend you leave it on there because it'll help you not get frustrated with sideways movement. And if you're trying to actually trade it, just realize, I mean, there's really not much to trade. And there might not be much to trade in this small triangle until this time. So, you know, perhaps spend your time somewhere else. All right. Which, it's nothing bad against KDA. That Bitcoin has its moments like that too. Like, might as well look at something else. Like, go trade Luna or Luna Classic because it's moving and Bitcoin is going sideways, right? Or like today, Dogecoin. Fuck, like 40% move. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. And Bitcoin, nothing. Just sideways down. All right. So, yeah, these are all your key levels right now. So from a timing perspective, monthly closure, to the downside, it is a trend line. So it's not just one number, but if it's anytime soon, you kind of start getting scared around $1.25, all right? Somewhere around that point. That's your breakdown point. And then your break up point is going to be almost exactly $1.40. But anything between there, it's just filling out a triangle. And it's probably just going to stay in there. And your trade won't get continuation much over that. Unless it approaches $1.40, you know, somewhere around or after this purple line, then you can make your bets that it might keep going up. Because I really think Bitcoin has in it to hit 22K plus this rally easily with a big pullback. So because of that, you know, if you haven't watched if you're a Kadena fan, you haven't seen my Bitcoin content for Thursday, October 27th, you need to watch that because it's going to greatly affect your Kadena, your understanding of what Kadena price, how Kadena could fake you out. So if Bitcoin is allowed to stay bullish with a deep, deep pullback down to 19.6, 19.590, you know, around there. So that means Kadena could easily wick out of here, get people excited to short or whatever they're trying to do. But then it comes right back up and actually ends up breaking up. And because Bitcoin is allowed a very deep pullback, because Bitcoin essentially went like this. So it could come all the way back, Bitcoin come all the way back down here and still be bullish. And because Kadena did not go up with Bitcoin, as Bitcoin draws down, Kadena could flow out of this. But as long as Bitcoin's over 19.6, I don't think it'll break down. I don't, you know, even if it comes up, uses this as resistance, I think it would maintain a higher low structure. So, you know, it's something that applies to all altcoins. So this is going to be valuable information, even if you're not a Kadena fan. When you go below support and flip it to resistance, you actually don't necessarily have a strong edge to the downside at this exact moment, even at this moment right here, because a lot of times the way price gets back above here is not making higher highs, but maintaining higher lows, specifically higher lows, and then goes up. That's why you don't truly get an edge to the downside after breaking previous support and flipping it to resistance after you take out what I call the punch low. So if it comes down and punches below, usually all these higher lows are above that, and it's not till resistance, maybe even a failure pattern in there. It's not until it takes out that low where it accelerates at that point. So what? But if Bitcoin's over 19.6, that's probably how the Kadena would move. Similar to, honestly, it's very similar analysis to XRP, but XRP has a trend line down here and this doesn't. But it would effectively be the same damn thing. Yeah, if Bitcoin's over 19.6 and this comes out of here, I would expect it. I think it would get rejected, maybe even a failure pattern and then rejection. But as long as you maintain higher lows and don't take out the punch low, I think it's going to be fine. Assuming Bitcoin's over 19.6. And that's it. That's it for, so that's how you could be trapped and trade the wrong way. If Bitcoin and SPX are not breaking out and you see Kadena hit 140, that's also how you could be tricked, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen because this isn't moving up aggressively. So I think if any trick play happens on Kadena, it'll be to the downside with Bitcoin's aggressive and allowable, permissible bullish pullback. And really, those are all the key points. Timing, mark that off, draw the origin line, which you can go to my other videos and see me zoom out so you can try to copy them or pause this and screenshot that and try to make it, look similar. And those are all the key levels for Kadena.